We made it. It's Friday, and it's the end of February, the second month of this great 2021 new year. It's been going great so far. Headed to good stuff, and it's Friday. We got our barbecue coming up at 11:30 on Zoom. It's gonna be awesome. I'm looking forward to seeing everybody there. But first, we gotta get through some headlines. Yes, headlines. Everybody, headlines. We love them. We love them. Here we go. The first one, Frogger. Video game to be adapted into a Peacock, new TV channel kind of thing, competition series. Yes, they're going to take the game Frogger and turn it into a competition series on the Peacock, not channel, but streaming service. I think their official sponsor needs to be the Firewood Frog Cafe. What do you guys think? I think that'd be awesome. Could you imagine? Firewood Frog Cafe as their sponsor? That'd be cool. All right, moving right along here. We got the University of Michigan says shut down a campus library for 2 days after discovery of venomous spiders. Well, I didn't have much reason to go into a library before. I have much less now. Next, they're gonna find bats, and I'm completely out at that point. Next one. Last one. This is the headline. Ready? Whole thing. Help! My parents won't eat at my house because of my cats. You have 27 cats. My eyes are burning from all the litter boxes. And oh, by the way, your parents are allergic to cats. They just didn't want to tell you. Just kidding. Made all that stuff up except for the headline. All right, it is Friday, everybody. Happy Friday. And what do we talk about on Fridays? We talk about movies, my favorite thing. Best way to relax on the weekend, best way to clear your mind, in my opinion, is to watch some great movies, great shows. And this week, in honor of moving into March, and well, that's all I got in the in honor of part. But at the end of March, there's going to be a great movie released, and it's going to be streaming in theaters. We don't totally know what it's going to be. I mean, they've said some things, but whatever. It's going to be Godzilla versus King Kong. Heck yeah. It is going to be great, and I'm super looking forward to it, kind of, sort of, because I'm a fan of both characters, and I don't really want them battling because that means somebody's got to be the bad guy, and I don't always want to root for the bad guy. I'm not opposed to it, but in any case, my movie pick, based on the fact that this movie is coming out soon, is not just one series, but two. Yes, the Godzilla movies and the King Kong. The new King Kong ones. Okay, there's one and one, right? So we got Godzilla, and then we got Godzilla King of Monsters, right? And then we've got King Kong, and then we got King Kong Skull Island. Yeah. It's actually a really, I don't know how many reallys that was, but it's a really great movie. Very well written, and if you watch some interviews with the director of Kong Skull Island, you'll find out that he didn't want to direct it, he didn't want to make the movie, and he thought, what can I do to get myself fired? It didn't work. In fact, instead of it not working, instead of him not getting off the job, it got him the job, and the movie turned out pretty darn good. So I recommend Kong Skull Island, definitely. And of the Godzilla movies, there's the new two. They're both really kind of equal. The first one, I felt like there wasn't enough Godzilla to really meet my appetite for seeing Godzilla and watching him fight. And then of the second one, there was some really big moments in Godzilla King of Monsters that really lost me. Some really fake stuff that the directors, and the producers should have said, this just doesn't work out when you do this scene and then you do that scene. It just didn't really work out. So for me, that kind of frustrated me, but I still enjoy these movies because when I was a kid, I loved Godzilla. I love dinosaurs, and watching old dinosaur and King Kong movies and Godzilla, I love that stuff. So I eat this stuff up. I do really love it. I'm looking forward to, very much so, King Kong versus Godzilla. I just really, one of them is going to be the bad guy, and it's not going to turn out great. Now, they're not going to kill either one of them, obviously. I mean, that's not a spoiler, because there's way too much money to be made on these franchises down the road. They're not going to kill either one. Somehow they'll have to come together to save the day. But in any case, I hate having to root for one or the other. So go this weekend and enjoy some Godzilla and some King Kong movies from the past, very old or the recent ones, which I recommend. But it's good stuff. You're going to enjoy it. And then when King Kong versus Godzilla comes out, or Godzilla versus King Kong, whichever order, doesn't matter, then we'll really see how Carl feels after that. Okay, enough of all that. Let's have a great day. We got the barbecue coming up pretty soon, so I'm excited about my Chinese food. Yes, leftover Chinese food, because I love leftovers and I love Chinese food. Leftovers. Let's get right into what we need to get into, which is the national. Before we jump into the National Day, remember, at 9:30 we will post the last and final question of the contest for the prize for the Back in the Past prize. Yes, it's a Back in the Past prize, very special prize. You're gonna like it, you're gonna love it, you're gonna wish you had one if you don't win it, which I already know I'm not gonna win it because I'm not even in the running, but I would love to have one of these. So anyway, be sure to pay attention to Zach's part, which will come up right up after this, the National Day of.
Good morning, everybody. It's Friday. We made it. Another week down. And the last day of the work week of the month. When we come back on Monday, it's going to be March. Holy cannoli. Well, it is Friday, and it's February 26th, and the National Day is Skip the Straw. What do you mean by skip the straw? Well, Skip the Straw Day is making us be aware how many straws we actually use a year. 500 million straws a year are wasted, thrown in landfills, or they end up in the ocean. And all the wildlife and things, they eat them, they get sick, or they get tangled up in them. So I know big pushes have gone in, and maybe having the National Skip the Straw Day has made people more aware of the straw. You go to Starbucks now and you get the little cup and it looks like a sippy cup. They may offer you a straw, but normally they don't. They'll ask you, or you have to ask for one. But the straw's been around a long time. It came in 1888, and they were in a paper form then. They evolved into the plastic. But now, you know what? There's so many straws out there that are good for the environment because you don't throw them away. I've got a bunch of them. Look at multicolor ones there, silicone, and my metal straw. Yeah, I use these guys all the time because I like to, out of a straw. I like to drink out of a straw. So maybe think about the environment and think about things around you when you take that paper or that plastic straw. Paper would be better because it's biodegradable. Those plastic straws aren't. So maybe skip the straw today and think about getting yourself some of these. They're not very expensive. Everybody have a great day and a great weekend on National Skip the Straw Day.
Skip the straw day. Oh, goodness, it's an easy one. Bob don't like the straw much anyway. But you know what? This will be a tough one for the Carl man. He go to Starbucks and he get the straw in his coffee. They give you the coffee cup and he put straw in it. He say help to not spill on clothes. I say, skip the straw, bro. Skip the straw, bro. Skip the straw, bro. Skip I don't know where I was really going with that. Just trying to be a little creative, you know, on the Friday, be a little bit creative. And it wasn't really happening too much. It's like the skip the straw, bro. Nah, never mind. Go have a good weekend, kiddos.
Very good, Rocker Bob and Gabrielle. Way to close out the week. Nice job. I don't know about the straws. You know, kind of neither here nor there. I grew up in the 80s and the 90s, and we had a lot of causes. Straws was not on the list. You know, the plastic rings that go around your cans and your bottles, that was a big deal. The paper towel and the holders that goes in between the spool of the paper towel and the toilet paper, that was a big deal. The little clippies that go on the end of the bag for your bread, that little clip it's like a square and it's got the little hook in it. That was a big deal. Those were big environmental dangers back in the 80s and 90s. Watch out for the pussycat. So the straw, you know, it never came up in the 80s and 90s when we were really fighting against some of this stuff and making some big environmental changes in the early 90s. Straw never came up, you know, never came up. Neither did plastic water bottles. Weird. That's kind of a big deal. Anyway, enough of my soapbox. Let's check out some positively fun Back in the Past with Zach.
Hey guys, how we all doing out there? It's Friday. So everybody, it's Friday. We've had a great week. You know, I hope you guys have enjoyed. Thanks for participating, I should say. Thank you. Thank you for participating in the trainings and the morning routines and just everything else VC guys putting out there. You guys make it happen. We miss you guys so much. And eventually, you know, hopefully you're only seeing my face on a camera for things like this, and then we get to see each other in person. But you know, that time will come. But until there, you know, I know it's our favorite day of the week, or it's mine. But until we go there, I have to give you a little back in the bearded past. All right, so in 1850, Napoleon Bonaparte escapes the island of Elba, or the prison, escapes from Elba. Elba was an island. It was a prison they put him in after, basically after he lost his rulership, you know, his rule in France. I'm not a real big early European history guy. I don't know it real well. But they put him on this Elba island, and he escaped. And it's kind of a joke of a prison, but, you know, whatever. And he escaped, and well, then he came back and caused a little bit more chaos for a little while. The British East India Company factory on Balabangdan Islands is destroyed by Moro pirates. I don't know why that's important in history, so we're just going to leave that there and move on, right? President Woodrow Wilson signs an act of Congress establishing the Grand Canyon National Park, 1919. I still have never been there. I have family that lives close to it. I should say my wife, brother, so my brother-in-law, they live so close. We so need to go. It would be the northern end for us. That's where he lives close to. But the whole canyon, I hear, is just amazing. And then in 1929, President Calvin Coolidge signed an executive order establishing 96,000 acres of Grand Teton National Park in Wyoming. And that is another beautiful national park. I know folks who've gone and they talk very highly of it. And so with all this being said, you guys, thank you for being a part of the videos, a part of everything this week, and a part of all the trainings. Can't wait to see you the following Monday, guys. Have a happy weekend. Take care. Miss you guys.
All right, everybody, it is on to the Barbecue Friday. Have a great rest of your day. I will see you not in the morning routine until Monday, but I will see you at the Barbecue Friday at 11:30 for a cool scavenger hunt. It's gonna be awesome. And then on to our Instagram Live, Insta Trivia. It's always awesome. It's always awesome. Everybody has so much fun. Whether you win, lose, or just watch the shenanigans, because there's a ton of shenanigans going on, both in the comments and the goofy stuff that I do. But always a good time, always fun to watch. We will see you on the morning routine on Monday. Take care, everybody. Have a great Friday. Have a great weekend. Bye-bye.